Hi students, welcome to my channel. Last class in work, energy and power chapter we discussed about work. Yes, na? We discussed about work and few MCQ questions also we solved. Now this class we can move to the conservative and non-conservative forces. Conservative force and non-conservative force. Conservative force and non-conservative force. Now, what is meant by conservative force and what is meant by non-conservative force? Yes, sir. What is meant by conservative force and what is meant by non-conservative force? Simple one. The conservative force means the force acts on a body is said to be conservative. The work done by the force, is zero. The work done by a force on a closed body and a closed path is zero. Okay, the force acts on a body is said to be conservative. The work done by the force on a body in a closed path is zero. The work done is not equal to zero. Then is said to be non-conservative. Okay, closed path, the work done by a body is zero. In a closed path, the work done by a body is not equal to zero. Then the force is said to be non-conservative. Yes, non-conservative. Then conservative force, we can give one more example, one more definition. The work done by a force is said to be conservative. The work done by a force it does not depend on path, means is independent of path. Independent of path. Path independent. This is dependent on path. Dependent on path. Path dependent. This will be path independent. Yes, path independent and path independent. This is only depends on initial and final points. Depends on initial and final points. Initial and final points. Okay, that is depends on path. Here we can give the examples: gravitational force, Coulomb force. Gravitational force and Coulomb force. Here we can give the example. It will be frictional force, and viscous force. Viscous force. These are the examples. Say simple one. The work done by a closed path is zero means conservative. The work done by a closed path is not equal to zero means non-conservative. In one more definition we can do. Conservative means independent of path. It depends on only initial point and final point. It depends on path. Yes, it depends on path. Simple example, we can take gravitational force. Gravitational force. For example, this is the dust. Now, when I am going to move the object from a particular height to a on the surface of horizontal surface to a particular height. Horizontal surface to a particular height. Now, when I am going to bring this object to a particular height means when I am going to bring this path or in this path also same amount of energy is going to be stored. Okay, I am going to bring in this path to this side or in this path to this side or straightly I am going to bring how much of energy stored, potential energy stored, it will be same. To a particular height, the energy stored it will be same. When the energy stored it will be same, it is independent of path. When you are going to bring like this or like this or like this also, if any way I am going to bring, the energy stored it will be same. Potential energy stored in the dust will be same. That's why it is independent of force. That one we are going to call it as what? Conservative force. Yes, that will be conservative force. Simple. Coulomb force. Coulomb force means what? Force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges. Yes, force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges. I am going to take, there will be two charges. The distance between them it will be 2 meter. 2 meter means there will be a particular force. When I am going to take in this path also, distance it will be 2 meter only. Initial and final point. When I'm going to bring any other way, the what is that? Force will be same. That one we are going to call it as what? Conservative force. Yes, no, conservative force means is independent of path. Yes, no, is independent of path. It depends on only initial and final points. Yes, no, initial and final point, but it depends on path. For example, frictional force. Frictional force is always depends on path. Viscous force. Yes, no, motion of an object inside the fluid. What is meant by viscous force? The motion of an object inside the fluid. That is also depends on what? Path. Yes, no, that is also depends on path. That will be viscous force. Now, okay, two more questions are asked. What is meant by conservative and non-conservative forces? Yes, no, what is meant by conservative and non-conservative forces? Given examples. Yes, no, given examples. Now, we could discuss the work. Now, we can move to the next concept, energy. Can move to the next concept, energy. Now, what is meant by energy? Yes, now what is meant by energy? What is meant by energy? The capacity to do work. Yes, now energy means what? Capacity to do work. We are going to call it as what? Energy. The energy means the capacity to do work. Now, energy is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. First one, definition. Energy is scalar quantity or vector quantity? Energy is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. It does not have the direction. It has only magnitude. The unit it will be joule. Both energy and work done having the same unit. Both energy and work done having the same unit. Work done is joule. Energy is also joule. Both energy and work done having the same unit. The dimension will be m1 L square T power minus 2. This is the dimension for what? Energy. m1 L square T power minus 2. Then there various forms of energy is there. Heat energy, chemical energy, mechanical energy, yes, solar energy, wind energy. There will be various forms of energies will be there. Yes, various forms of energy will be there. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. What is meant by mechanical? Mechanical energy means the mechanical energy means the energy possessed by an object. Yes, the energy possessed by an object by virtue of its change in the position. Yes, by virtue of its change in the position. When the object is going to be changes its position, there will be energy is going to be possessed. That will be called mechanical energy. In mechanical energy, there will be two types. One will be kinetic energy, another will be potential energy. Kinetic energy, another will be potential energy. Kinetic energy means what? The energy possessed by an object by virtue of its motion. Yes, no, by virtue of its motion. Okay, the energy possessed by a moving object we are going to call as what? Mechanical energy. Okay, the energy possessed by a moving object we are going to call as mechanical energy. Here, kinetic energy means the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion. Yes, no, by virtue of its motion. Here, the potential energy means the energy possessed by an object by virtue of its position. Yes, no, by virtue of its position, we are going to call it as what? Potential energy. Here, the expression for kinetic energy will be half mv square. The expression for kinetic energy will be half mv square. The expression for potential energy we are going to write u. That will be mgh. Okay, the potential expression will be mgh. If you are going to give the example for kinetic energy, okay, bullet fired from a gun. Yes, no, bullet fired from a gun. When you are going to fire the bullet from a gun, what will happen? The bullet is in motion. That energy possessed by a bullet, we are going to call it as what? Kinetic energy. Same way, the energy possessed by a running water. Yes, no, energy possessed by a running water. We can give the example for what? Kinetic energy. This is kinetic energy. Same way, you can give the example for potential energy means what? The water stored in a overhead tank, RC. Okay, the energy stored in a energy stored in a water stored in an overhead tank. We can give the example for what? Potential energy. Or any object against the gravity at a particular height, we are going to give the example for potential energy. This is not potential energy. This is what? Energy possessed by an object by virtue of its position. By virtue of its position. This is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion. This is not by virtue of its motion. Clear? Now, derive the expression for kinetic energy. Derive the expression for kinetic energy. Already I told the kinetic energy will be what? Half mv square. Yes, the kinetic energy will be half mv square. We should know about how we are going to get the expression for kinetic energy. I have to derive the expression for kinetic energy means I am going to take the horizontal surface. In this horizontal surface, I am going to take there will be object of mass m. Object of mass m. This object initially at rest. Object at rest. At rest means, observe properly, initial velocity is 0. Object initially is at rest. Initially at rest, initial velocity I am going to take symbol, it will be what? U. Initial velocity symbol, it will be U. After a particular time interval, object is going to be changes its position from it covers the distance. Yes. It covers the distance. Yes. Clear? So initially at this position, after it is going to travel the distance m. The final velocity will be v. U is the initial velocity and v is the final velocity. Yes, no, v is the final velocity. Now, object is moving from point A to B. We can take also no problem. This is A and this is B. The object is going to move from A to B. Now, according to equations of motion, we know the expression for equations of motion. Initial velocity and final velocity. One it will be v is equal to u plus at. In that one we don't get distance. More equation of motion is one v is equal to u plus at. Inother v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So inother s is equal to ut plus half at square. Nan ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ quantities ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿಗೆ initial velocity, final velocity, displacement. You ಮೂರನ್ನು ಸೇರಿ ಬರೆಯಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ equation will be what? V square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay na? According to the equation of motion, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. ಇಲ್ಲಿ v ಅಂದ್ರೆ final velocity. U means what? Initial velocity. A is acceleration. S is displacement. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? B ಅಂದ್ರೆ final velocity. U ಅಂದ್ರೆ initial velocity. A is acceleration. S is displacement. Now already I told object is at rest. Object is at rest ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ initial velocity ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 0. U will be 0. U 0 ಆಗೋದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? V square is equal to 2as we got. V square is equal to 2as. This one I am going to multiply of m on both sides. I am going to multiply of m on both sides. When I am going to multiply of m on both sides, of m v square is equal to of m into 2as. 2as. 2 to cancel. Of m v square is equal to 2 to cancel. M into a, mass into acceleration is what? Force. This one, mass into acceleration is force. Force into displacement. This one ma, we can write here. Force F equal to what? Ma. This mass into acceleration is going to become force. Now force into displacement is what? Work done, W W is equal to half mv square. W is equal to half mv square. The work done is going to store in the form of what? Energy. That will be kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. This is the expression for kinetic energy. This is the expression for kinetic energy. Simple derivation. Keep in mind, when an object is initially at rest from a point A, initial velocity u will be 0. After a particular time interval, object is start moving from A to B, covering a distance what? Yes, with a final velocity v. Okay, final velocity v. Now, according to the equation of motion, v u s and v u s, we are going to write v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Initial velocity u will be 0. u 0 ಹಾಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? v square is equal to 2as. ಯಾವಾಗ v square is equal to 2as ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ half m on both sides. ಈ ಕಡೆ half m ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ half m ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ half m ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್, mas m into a ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ f into s ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ವರ್ಕ್ we are going to done, capacity to do work, energy. How much work we done, that is going to store in the form of what? Energy. Yes or no? That will be, this is the expression for kinetic energy of mv square. Now, again, the last for 3 marks. Derive the expression for potential energy. Derive the expression for potential energy. The expression for potential energy is what? mgh. Now we have to derive the expression for what? Potential energy. Now I have to derive the expression for potential energy means I am going to take simple example. This is the ground level. Ground level. Here I am going to place an object of mass m. This is the object of mass m. Initially at point A I am going to take this object. What I am going to do is I am going to move the object from A to B. I am going to move the object from A to B against the gravity. A to B. Position B at a distance. How much is going to cover? Distance h. Now, when I am going to move the object from A to B, from point A to B against the gravity, yes, against the gravity, when I am going to move the object from A to B, the work done on an object is given by work done is equal to force into displacement. The work done will be what? Force into displacement. Now here, when I am going to move the object from A to B, when the object is at point B, what will happen? The gravitational force is always acting towards the earth, means our gravitational force acting downwards. When the gravitational force acting downwards, the force F is given by gravitational force F is equal to mg. Gravitational force will be what? Mg. Now displacement, how much is this changing the displacement from A to B means what? Displacement S will be h. When I am going to substitute here, the work done is equal to mgh. The work done is equal to what? mgh. Already I told the work, how much work we are going to done, that work done is going to store in the form of what? Energy. No? This one will be potential energy. The energy possessed by an object by virtue of its position. The energy possessed by an object by virtue of its position. Okay? Simple derivation. I am going to take the object of mass m on the ground level. I am going to change the object portion of the object from A to B against the gravity, means that will be h. Against the gravity means h. To a distance, how much I am going to cover? H. I am going to transfer. Now already you know that when object moves from A to B means work is done. We are changing the portion of the object means what? We are going to say work is done. When work done means what? Force into displacement. Otherwise we can take Fs cos theta also. Theta will be 0, cos 0 will be 1. Fs. Here, when the object is moved to a point B, what will happen? The gravitational force is always acting downwards. Yes, no? Gravitational force is going to pull downwards. Gravitational force is what? mg. Displacement will be what? h. Yes, no? Displacement will be h. When I am going to substitute here, we will get mgh. Actually, the potential energy is not plus mgh, it will be minus mgh. Gravitational potential energy it will be minus mgh. Why it will be minus mgh means when you are going to move the object, upwards, the acceleration of the object it will be upwards. The gravitational force, gravitational g is going to be, gravity is acting downwards. When the object is going to move upwards, the gravity is acting downwards. Means a is equal to what? Minus g. Means the gravitational force, the gravitational potential energy in general we are going to write minus mgh. This gravitational potential energy in general we are going to write minus mgh. Clear? As we are going to move the object upwards, the gravity is acting downwards. Means a is equal to minus g. That's why we are going to write minus mgh. This is the expression for what? Potential energy. Kinetic energy will be half mv square. The potential energy will be minus mgh. Clear? So this is about what? Energy.